What's up mga kaguro at mga mag-aaral? Ako muli ang inyong online teacher, Sir Franco, para sa panibagong aralin sa General Science. Sa lesson natin ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang organ systems ng plants, kung paano sila nagtatransport ng water, minerals, at food para sa growth at survival nila. Let's explore the structures that makes this possible. Para sa mga bago lamang sa aking channel, ako ay isang senior high school teacher na gumagawa ng simpleng presentation para sa mga bagong subject under sa Strengthed Senior High School Program. Kung gusto ninyong ma-avail ang mga PowerPoint ay mag-message lamang kayo sa aking mga social media account. Para sa aralin na ito, narito ang ating mga objectives. Number 1, classify the major plant organs based on their roles in transporting water, minerals, and food. Compare and contrast the structure and function of xylem and phloem and assess how their design supports efficient material transport. Analyze the impact of varying environmental conditions on the interaction and efficiency of plant organs in material transports, and construct a model or diagram that illustrates the transport pathways of water, minerals, and food through vascular tissues, and explain how each organ contributes to the process. Before we start with our lesson, let us first think. Why do we need to water plants? When someone water plants, how does the water reaches the leaves? Leaves produce foods, and when the leaves produce food, how is it transported to the rest of the plant organs? Sa mga teacher, pwede nyo itong itanong sa mga estudyante nyo to establish the purpose of the lesson and also pwede na rin maging motivation activity. We also have here pre-activity, plant emergency. So let's read this scenario. A plant in the school garden has wilted leaves, shriveled fruits, and dry soil around its roots. The gardener wonders what went wrong, which plant parts might be failing, and how does that affect the rest of the plant. So to help you analyze this scenario, answer the process questions. 1. What clues in the scenario suggest a problem? 2. Which organs might be involved in solving or causing the issue? 3. How might one organ's failure affect the others? Let's now move to the discussion of plant organ systems. Ang plant organs ay may kanya-kanyang role sa survival ng plant. Halimbawa, ang roots ang nag-absorb ng water at minerals mula sa soil, habang ang stems naman ay nagtatransport ng materials at leaves ang primary site ng photosynthesis. Lahat ng organs na ito ay coordinated para maging efficient ang plant system. So bilang mga senior high school student, kabisado nyo na yung major organs ng mga plants. And usually nakikita din naman kasi natin to sa pang-araw-araw nating buhay. So their function is for support, transport, and survival. Focus na tayo ngayon sa roots. Bukod sa pag-absorb ng water at minerals, nagbibigay din sila ng stability sa plant para hindi ito matumba. At nag-iimbak din ito ng nutrients na magagamit ng plant in the future. Roots interact closely with stems para ma-distribute ang absorbed materials. Let's have an activity. Observation. Observe different root systems like taproot and fibrous root. So yung taproot, yun yung merong mahabang root sa gitna and may mga nakapalibot sa kanyang maliliit na roots. Then fibrous roots ay yung may mga roots na kalat-kalat or buhaghag. And note how they help the plant survive. Next, the stem. Ang stem ay parang highway ng plant. Dito dumaraan ang water at nutrients papunta sa leaves at iba pang organs. May ilang stems din na nag-iimbak ng food like in potatoes and sugarcane. The stem's structure ensures that transport is efficient across the plant. Leaves naman ang main factories ng food sa plant sa pamamagitan ng photosynthesis. They produce sugars na kailangan sa buong plant at dumadaan sa vascular tissues para makarating sa ibang organs. Of course, we have other plant organs, the flowers and fruits. Flowers receive nutrients for reproduction, and fruits store sugar and nutrients. Now let's dive deeper to the vascular tissues present in our plants na nabanggit nga kanina. Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang vascular tissues na xylem at phloem. Ang xylem at phloem ang nagbubuo ng internal transport system ng mga plants. Think of xylem as water pipelines, while phloem carries the food. They connect all major organs para maging efficient ang flow ng mga material. Ang xylem ay gawa sa special cells na may lignin para maging strong. Ang design nito allows one-way flow ng water at minerals from roots to the leaves. This ensures continuous supply kahit mataas ang plant. Xylem is the vascular tissue that transports water and dissolved minerals from roots to stems and leaves. This type of tissue consists of dead cells that lack end walls between adjacent cells. These side walls are thick and reinforced with lignin, which makes them stiff and waterproof. So there are also different parts of or components of xylem tissue. We have the vessel elements. These are wide, hollow cells stuck end to end, which conduct water rapidly through perforations. Next, we have tracheids, long tapered cells with pits. They conduct water more slowly and provide support as well. We have silent parenchyma. They are living cells, store nutrients, and assist in lateral transport of water. Then we have silent fibers. They are thick-walled supportive cells. They provide mechanical strength to the plant. And lignin, it is not a cell but a key substance. It strengthens cell walls and water-fruit xylem vessels. Phloem naman ang nagdadala ng sugar galing sa leaves papunta sa roots, stems, at developing organs. Unlike xylem, phloem transport is bidirectional, depende sa needs ng plant. Phloem is vascular tissue that transfers food or the sugar dissolved in water from photosynthetic cells to other plants or parts for growth or storage. This type of tissue consists of living cells that are separated by end walls with tiny perforations or walls. It also has components just like the xylem. First, we have the sieve tube elements. It is the main conducting cells which transport sugars and other organic materials. Companion cells regulate sieve tube activity and assist in loading and unloading of sugars. And then we also have phloem parenchyma for storage and lateral transport of food substances, and phloem fibers which provide structural support often found in bundles, and sieve plates part of sieve tubes, perforated end walls that allow flow between sieve tube cells. So, di ba, imagine, parang ang liit-liit na nga ng mga plants, pero meron pa pala siyang mas maliliit na parts na mahalaga para magkaroon ng efficient transport throughout its body. Here's the big picture. Roots absorb water and minerals na dinadala ng xylem sa leaves. Leaves produce food na dinadala naman ng phloem sa buong plant. Ang coordination ng organs ang dahilan kung bakit efficient ang transport system ng mga plants. Let's have another activity, diagram labeling. Draw a plant and label roots, stems, leaves, xylem, and phloem. Then trace the flow of water and sugar through the plant. We also have other important concepts that needed to be learned when studying the plant system organs. Transpiration, the that draws water from the roots to the leaves. It happens when water evaporates from leaf surfaces, mainly through their stomata, creating a negative pressure that pulls more water upward. Cohesion is the main attraction between water molecules. They stick to each other, while adhesion is the attraction between water molecules and the walls of xylem vessels. Capillary action is the ability of water to move upward through narrow tubes, like xylem vessels, due to cohesion and adhesion. Unidirectional flow means movement in only one direction. In plants, water and minerals move upward through the xylem from roots to leaves. The sink is where the sugars are needed or stored, such as roots, fruits, or growing shoots. Pwede kasi, di ba, like sa mga root crops, sa mga fruits, or sa mga shoots, sa mga stem, nandoon yung mga sugars na nai-store na food of plants. Environmental effects on transport. Environmental conditions greatly affect the transport plant system. Halimbawa, during drought, roots absorbs less water, so the plant wilts. Poor soil may limit nutrient absorption, and extreme temperature affects transpiration. This shows how plant organs must adapt and coordinate under stress. Coordinating plant organs. Ang efficient coordination ng plant organs ang nagtitiyak ng survival ng plants. Roots, stems, at leaves ay hindi nag-iisa. Lahat sila ay connected through xylem and phloem para masustain ang growth at development ng plant. Another activity, real-life observation. Look at a plant in your garden or school. Try to identify the roots, stem, leaves, and imagine the pathways of water and food inside that plant. To summarize our lesson, ang plant organ system, together with vascular tissues, allow efficient transport ng water, nutrients, at food. Environmental conditions affect their efficiency, kaya coordination ng organs is very important. Let's do another pause activity. Organ connection web. Students are given cards or sticky notes labeled with different plant organs and materials. Students in groups arrange the cards on a large sheet of paper and draw arrows to show how each organ connects to the others in transporting materials. Then they will answer the following question. What happens if one organ doesn't perform its function properly? And why is it important for all organs to work together as a system? Activity 2, Plant Transport in Action, Solving Real-World Challenges. So, there will be given scenarios for each group. So, teachers, kayo na bahala mag-distribute ito. Students work in small groups to analyze the situation, identify which part of the transport system is affected, and propose science-based solution or interventions. Now, try this assessment. First, label the plant parts, trace the transport pathways, at sagutin kung paano maapektuhan ng drought ang transport system. This will test your understanding of how plant organs and vascular tissues work together. Para sa ating reflection, isipin ninyo, bakit mahalaga ang coordination ng plant organs? Paano naapektuhan ng environment ang efficiency ng transport? At paano natin maikukumpara ang plant transport system sa human-made systems like plumbing or delivery systems? Pagtatapos ng ating lesson, tandaan natin na ang plants are amazing in coordinating organs at vascular transport. Ang efficient transport system ang susi sa healthy growth ng plant. Next time you see a plant, try to imagine how water, minerals, and food are traveling inside it to keep it alive and thriving. Kaya, huwag basta bunutin o sirain ang mga halaman. That's it for our discussion video. Thanks again to the development team of the lesson exemplar kung saan binase ang ilang bahagi ng discussion video nito. Once again, I'm your online teacher, Sir Franco. Thank you for watching.